Anna stops by Jack's room at the hospital and asks what was so important that he needed to see her right away. Jack says he's being sent back to Pentonville, and he wanted to give her a heads up. Kate walks in and wonders what the two of them could possibly have to discuss. He reveals the guard is instructed to tell him when Jack has a visitor and asks Anna why she's here. Anna says doesn't know and asks Jack why he summoned her. Jack says he just wanted to say goodbye. Kate leaves them to enjoy their double talk, and Anna asks Jack what is going on. Jack tells her that he wanted to give her the heads up that Kate thinks she's the secret head of pikemen. He recalls his conversation with Kate, who suggested he and Anna were working together, and staged his bust. Anna steps out and makes calls and delays Jack's transfer for a few hours so they can talk. She returns to Jack and asks why he thinks the FBI is after her. He says it's Kate who is after her, not the FBI, and given how quickly he found her here, he is probably tailing her. Anna says she's not hiding anything and isn't worried. He says she should be, as Kate is a true believer. He thinks God and the law are on his side, and anything he does is justified. Anna says she knows people like that, and they can be dangerous, but so can too much cynicism. Anna asks Jack if he's ever believed in anything at all. She wonders if she ever knew the real Jack Brennan. She says it was no surprise he was made director. But how does founding pikemen figure into this? Did he sell out? Did he abandon his principles? Did he have any to begin with? He says he believes in democracy and food for the hungry, but at the end of the day he had to pay his bills. He again warns her that Kate thinks she is a cop by day and the pikeman mastermind by night. Anna says it's not lost on her that Kate is trying to bring her down for something he did. Before she leaves, she has one last question. She says she's the only witness that can tie him to the op that started all this, and asks if he would have killed her if she hadn't arrested him first. He seems to struggle, and only says, "I've never been good at hypotheticals." She exits. Spinelli is working on a laptop in a Metro courtroom and has been up all night. Sam arrives, and he explains he came here to work because Georgie is having a sleepover with Violet. Sam asks if he's made any progress. He says he got through the FBI's firewall, but is still no closer to getting the information they need. Spinelli has been monitoring Kate's movements through the hotel cameras, and his badge may get them access to the files they need. They go through videos, and he takes a swim every morning and has a bag with everything he doesn't want to leave in his hotel room, and they deduce his badge is in it. They think that's their opportunity. Sam heads up to the pool and finds Kate's getting out and drying off. She spots his bag, strolls by him, and trips, causing Kate to catch her. She apologizes and says these are new shoes, and she pretends her ankle is hurting. He carries her over to a lounge chair, and she apologizes for being a bother. Jack calls for a bucket of ice, and as he's helping Sam, Spinelli, dressed as a cabinet boy, swipes his key card from his pack. Sam keeps Kate talking and tells him he's such a gentleman. He suggests she rest for 20 minutes or more, and she says she'd get pretty bored sitting here by herself. He asks if she's married, and she says she's divorced, single, and has 2 kids. Kate introduces himself, and she tells him she's Samantha, but people call her Sam. He brings up her statement about her divorce, and she says her ex wasn't who she thought he was. She sees he has no ring on his finger, and Kate says he's divorced too. She says people often let you down, and her ex let everyone believe he died and left her and her son distraught. Then he just turned up alive. He asks if she is at least glad that he is alive. Sam admits she is, but is conflicted too. Kate says his ex-wife passed, and sometimes he wonders what his life would be if she hadn't. Sam says she thinks about her ex when things are good, and now they barely talk.